Alright, so here's the deal. See my window here? See that? Hard to see sometimes, but you see that streakiness? See it? It's so bad. See it right there. A whole window. And it's on the outside. The inside has tint. The tint could use some replacing. Got a scratch right there. But anyways, that streaking, I thought that was my tint going bad. But it looks like the streaking's on the outside of the window. If you see the streaking right now, now watch this. Take a wet rag. I'm gonna wet it, alright? You see the streaking is gone. And then when it dries, watch. As it dries, it comes back. You see that? So I think what happens is, in here, over time you get dust and sand, and I like to roll down my window a lot when I drive. It looks horrendous. I have a hard time even seeing at night out of the window when I'm driving. So what I'm gonna do is, I bought some of this stuff. Alright. I just picked out of on the shelf. There was all kinds of stuff, so I've never tried this griots or griots, however you say it. It's a liquid wax, but it says it removes light stains and oxidation for high gloss, removes light swirls, adds gloss and protects. So I figure this stuff is, it's so fine, I don't know, you can't really feel it, and every time I wash it, once it dries, it comes back. So I'm gonna give this stuff a shot. I'm gonna use this and one of those pads on my on a drill, and I'm just gonna swirl this stuff on, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I just got one of these pads here. This one's been used pretty well. I washed it up. Hopefully it doesn't have too much doesn't have any dust or crud in it. Let's apply some of this goo. It says shake well, but this stuff looks like it's pretty consistent. Alrighty. Let's give that a shot. On the directions it says just use it with an orbital, and it says apply it. It says do it in the shade and a cool surface, so I did wash the window a bit. I'm going to wet it some more with some water, make sure there's no dust on it. And it says clean with wipe off with a clean microfiber cloth after 20 to 30 minutes once it dries. I'm going to do just like half of the window to see if it makes a difference, and then we'll see. So let's give it a shot. Alright, got the dealio on my drill. Now when you start this, because you got all this stuff on there, you want to spin your drill slowly. You know, this one with the trigger, it allows me to control the speed. You don't want to go full speed because it's just going to splatter everywhere. So you can give it a slow spin with these certain drills. And I'm going to apply it to the window. I'm going to clean off some of this dust because I rolled it down and back up. There's dust on it right here. Wipe her down. Wet it down too. I don't think water's going to hurt us when we're doing this. So. Okay. Applying kind of a light pressure as I do it. Looks like it's drying. I'm going to add a little more. Whoops. Being pretty generous with this stuff. Okay, let's Stuff gets pretty messy, as you can see. I did the top half like I said, and it said to let it dry completely before wiping it off. So it said 20 to 30 minutes. It said use a clean chamois or something like that. I've got this old really soft plaid shirt. Sounds like it's good enough for me. Let's wipe it. See what it did for us. Uh-oh, I still see streaks. Still see streaks. Let's see if it's better though than what it was, at least. Okay, now let's see if I can find the streakage again. It's definitely there on the bottom for sure. It's hard to find it with the camera. I think it made the window a lot shinier. I could definitely see it here where I did it. Looks a lot better than where I didn't do it. Definitely. I'm gonna give it another go and see if it gets rid of it some more. I decided I'm just gonna do the whole window because I don't want to do half and then have to catch up with the other half. I'm gonna give it more pressure, more speed, and more time this time, and keep doing it because it definitely looks like it made some improvement. So I'm gonna give it a good effort here. And I wet it a little bit. I want to give it some water because I'm afraid if it's too dry it might start scratching if there's any dust anywhere. So with water I'm hoping it'll help with the lubing of it. Anyways, let's go. Let's put this stuff around like this. Just wet it a bit. Keep it lubing. Keep going. Be careful so you don't get your hard pad, which is right there, against any of the window because you could scratch it, or the rubber going around the weather stripping. This is a pretty fat pad, and I noticed I'm not pressing too hard or going too much of an angle, so I'm not going to damage anything, hopefully. So just pay mind and be careful with that. Let's add some more of this. Stuff's pretty pricey. I don't know, it costs like 13, 14 bucks, but I figured it's worth it if it'll work, I go slow to apply it, and then I'll speed up when it's all on. Like I said, I'm not pressing too hard. I'm letting the drill do most of the work. I'm just giving enough pressure, firm, even pressure to keep it on there. Let's add a little more and do one more round before we let it dry. Disperse it. Kind of lighter. I'm going to go over lighter as a final step to get out any, if this thing put any light swirls or scratches in it, then lighter pressure should get those out. Alrighty. Okay. Now, that's what it looks like right now. It's all blurry, fuzzy, foggy. Now we're gonna give it some time to dry again before we get to wipe it off and see the surprise finish and see if anything's improved. Your car's gonna get very messy with this. Look at this. Basically half my car. Do not do this with anyone else's car. Next to yours. Woo! Look at that. Splattered wax everywhere. I should have probably washed the car first. That way I could have just put more wax all over the car and wiped it, but Anyways, let's let that dry for a good 10-15 minutes. The recommended is 20-30. So, yeah, let's see. Let's have a cool one, a cold one. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, hopefully we get a nice surprise once we wipe it off. Okay. Should be dry by now. Now, folks, it's time for the moment of truth. Hopefully we don't have to do it again, because I'll do another round if I have to. Oh man, look what a mess this has made, by the way. Look at that. Woo! Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. All over my shoes, it's all over the floor. Do this when your wife is not at home, folks. Otherwise, you're gonna hear it before you're done. Let's give it a wipe. Let's see what we got left. It's looking promising, I'll tell you that much already. Looks dang clean. If you're using a shirt with buttons on it, make sure not to use the buttons to wipe with. I was thinking either this is going to make it better, or I'll end up with, instead of streaks up and down, I'll end up with streaks going all around in a swirl. But I don't think I could have made it any worse than what it was. It's looking good. I'm not seeing those streaks. Gee golly whiz, folks. I think it worked. It's so exciting because I thought I needed a new tint job, which I probably do. Take a look at that. I don't see him. Now I'll tell you, if I look really closely, you probably won't see it with the camera. If I look real closely, I still see just a little bit of remnants here and there, but gosh, it looks amazing. It really worked. So that's what it was. Apparently. Wow, that's clean. Wow, the visibility I have now. It looks so much better. I mean, I would say, how much better? Whew. 1,000 times better, I'll tell you that much. Because it's wax though, I'm wondering if it's gonna last, or if the wax filled in the scratches, or if I actually buffed them out and got rid of it. That I will only know with time. But I'll tell you, it looks, whew, it's like night and day from what it was. Hell, I'm gonna do one more round. I think I'll do one more round. I don't think I need to, but since I'm here right now at this point, I might as well. If you've got this streaking on your window, like I did, there's a solution. Put in the comments if this worked for you. Because I'm telling you, I'm pretty stoked, and I hope this helps somebody out. Hopefully it works for you too. Alright guys, have a good one.